Tony Romo is expected to carry this team.
I think that if you look at it on paper, and you know what the record is, and they're not very good.
This could very well be a bad season.
Do you remember where people had you picked to finish the division in August? Feel good seeing where you're standing right now?
Yeah, I think for me, yes and no. I mean, really, my aspirations are a little bigger than just winning the division. You know, we understand, you know, what happened last year. And then you lose a couple players, and so, you know, it's tough to predict, you know, a lot of success when you almost look sometimes from the outside like you're losing and not gaining.
Going back to the first couple weeks, I had read you said, I just wasn't healthy. Talking about your back, you mentioned you could see things, but you just couldn't do them. Did you ever think during those times you could be in this position right now?
When you go through back surgery, what happens is you got to start everything. You know, your nerve, it doesn't necessarily fire the same way you want to initially, and so that took longer than I initially thought. I was anxious to see if I could get healthy, what kind of, you know, player I was going to be after the fact, and I was just glad to see it come to fruition.
It's a revolution. Tony Romo has turned the ball over 3 times today. Cowboys season is over.
You know the numbers. Why will this time be different in the playoffs for you personally?
You know, it's like your expectations that you talked about before the year. It just doesn't matter what happened previously because it's brand new. It's the NFL, and I feel like I'm a much different player than I was. A lot of those things, I think, allow us to have a good chance. Now, none of it matters until you go do it. I mean, when you're young, obviously you think that your football team is going to be a very good team for a long time. Sometimes you go through rough patches along that way.
Why has it clicked? Why has it come together?
I think the older you get, the more you understand you're having a battle. When you have the opportunity to be in a position we're at, I think you want to, you know, really cash in. If you continually look at it from the big picture perspective, take something from everything, you know, a loss, a win, whatever it is, and improve. If you do that, you're eventually going to be the best version of yourself. I think that's the culmination of what takes place in your career as a football player.